Hi there, everyone. Happy Monday to all of you. If you're new here, very welcome. My name's Shireen, and if you are returning, as usual, thank you very much. I appreciate you so much, and I'm just so glad to have you all back and returning and having that interaction with you all. Okay, so I'm just doing my cleansing here, which I don't usually show too often. I've just got a bowl of herbs here that I burn to cleanse the air. It's good to disinfect, especially when you have people in the house that have a bit of a cold or a flu or something. And I make my own mixes. I make my own smudge sticks. And this is a mix of cedar and rosemary, lavender, a local sage that we get here as well that I like to put in. And then it just freshens the air, makes me feel a bit lighter and better, and puts me in a good frame of mind to do your reading. So you can do that for yourself. A reminder that we have this beautiful full moon eclipse coming up, which is going to be pretty intense. It's also in Pisces, so expect your dreams to be a bit more weird and wonderful than usual. It's very good for imagination and inspiration as well. So if you come up with a good idea, or you have this just epiphany that comes to you, maybe it's worth pursuing, and let your imagination go. It's a wonderful time to be creative and be doing things like painting and sewing and cooking. There's creativity in all different types of things. Go make some cupcakes, or whatever it is. Do some woodwork, whatever way in which you find that you can be creative. It's a very good time to tap into that, because you could make something wonderful. All right, you could probably learn something about yourself in the interim. So I will be posting on my Telegram group more info on that. I will try to also post an update on the YouTube, just a post up there just to remind everybody about that. It's on the 7th, coming up very, very soon. So if you would like to book an energy session with me, please let me know. I will also I'll actually post in the comments on the video what energy sessions are available. I'll put it in the details, and then it's easy access for you. Otherwise, please get hold of me via Telegram, or on here by commenting, or through my Etsy shop. Okay, all the links are at the bottom. What else did I want to say? Yeah, I'm going to do something a little bit different for this week ahead reading. If you're new here, then this will be completely new to you. But if you're not, then you'll know that I usually do things a little bit differently. But we're going to shake things up. There's no good that comes from stagnation. So every now and then I'll be doing something a bit different. So today I'm going to pull one card for each day of the week for the week ahead. All right, Monday to Friday, and then we will see what advice is going to come through on top of that. So let's see what Spirit wants to impart. Okay, whatever's meant for us to know this week, please, can I please have general guidance for each day of the week? One card for each day, Monday through Friday. All right, so what does Monday look like in terms of general energy for us, please? What's the general energy of Monday? Which most of us are already in, but there's no harm in seeing. 4 of Pentacles. Okay, Tuesday. This is kind of how I do your 6-month ahead readings. 3 of Swords. Wednesday. Wow. 2 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles. That is a good day. Okay. Thursday. That's way too many. They are becoming a bit sticky. Okay. Can I please see Thursday's general energy? General energy for Thursday, please. For the collective. What is the general energy of Thursday? There we go. The moon. And Friday. If you'd like me to do some like this for the weekends, we could try to do them on Fridays. Let me know, please, below. And then the 7 of Swords for Friday. Overall energy for the week, 7 of Pentacles. Okay, so that's interesting. There's a lot of introspection and stuff happening here for this week. I feel as if, generally speaking, there's some need for us to feel like we need to be very focused and be working very hard for some kind of a stability or something that we are trying to manifest. And then Tuesday, I think, could be a little bit of a tough energy to deal with. The Three of Swords can sometimes talk about us reflecting on something that upsets us or a little bit of heartbreak. But it's usually very fast moving energy, so I'm not too concerned about that. Okay, there's your Monday energy, which is about hard work, essentially making all your effort count for whatever it is that you want to work towards. This feels like, you know, being very focused on what your future plans are or what you're trying to achieve. Are you working towards an investment? Are you trying to buy a house, or just finish a project at work, whatever it is? But it's about putting your head down and getting things done there. And then here I feel as if there's a bit of something that can pull on your heartstrings or be a bit of a disappointment or disillusionment here. But this is fast moving energy. Like I said, my advice would be to not freak out and just kind of see how things go, because this energy can often resolve itself quite quickly. Then for Wednesday, we've got the Two of Wands, which is wonderful. It sometimes involves us having to make a decision, and it's not always an easy decision. But I feel like this could even be around a partnership, whether it's business partnership or not. 10 of Pentacles is wonderful. This is about whatever this is for you, okay, is going to be very important, because this has the potential to bring in abundance in the future or movement in the future that's going to be exponential. This is about something that you can bring a lot of solidity into your life. This is about heritage. It's about inheritance, something where you are looking towards building a legacy, okay? And it's very much about surrounding ourselves with people that we know we can trust, that want the same things that we want, and especially that want what we want for ourselves. Okay, this is vitally important in this week. But this is wonderful. 10 of Pentacles is like your happy place. It's very much earth energy, so it's money, houses, stuff, okay? Physical stuff. And this is wonderful energy. Thursday is the moon, so it's a lot of introspection. It could be things that we don't really see coming, all right? Things that can be obscured, or that we are looking a bit more within than without. So it could be a time where we are pretty emotional. It wouldn't surprise me, because we are also approaching this full moon. Maybe you have some interesting dreams and stuff as well. And this is about the subconscious, a lot going on in the subconscious. So it's not necessarily easily shown outwardly, but you're dealing with some stuff. And it can be tumultuous energies. It can be thinking about things from the past, difficult things from the past. I would say that this is very probably a processing day where you're processing things internally. Okay, and then the seven of Swords here. Yeah, I feel like this can be slightly difficult or tumultuous energy. This is sometimes an empty victory. So having an argument with someone just for the sake of being right, and then afterwards you've maybe said something nasty and you regret it. You don't want to get yourself into that kind of situation. Here, this crow is flying away with many more swords than he actually needs. And there's a lot that has gone on here. He's left other crows possibly injured or despondent about something, but he's also lost some feathers himself. Okay, so it's like, is it really necessary? Sometimes, again, when we're approaching a full moon, or we are particularly approaching a full moon eclipse, it can make us more moody. It can make us more volatile. I always say, doesn't matter whether you're male or female, this feels like PMS, and sometimes it feels like PMS times 10. So when we don't feel like we are expressing things in real time and we have an outburst, we suddenly burst into tears, or we get really angry and we just let somebody have it, and we scream at them for nothing and we feel terrible afterwards, or we take it out on our kids and we don't know what to do afterwards, and we think, you know, I really didn't have to say that, or I didn't have to do that. Why was I so volatile? So be careful of those energies on Friday. Okay, your overall energy, 7 of Pentacles. This is about working towards something. And very much, do you see this crow is looking to the left? So typically, not always, but typically in tarot, this is about looking towards the past. And I feel like this is a good depiction. This is about reanalyzing things, looking back and saying, okay, this is what I've done so far. Let me have a look at this nest. Let me see what I could improve on. Am I doing it great? Do I want to continue doing it like this? Is this going to give me the results I want? Is this going to make a really good nest? Again, talking about like 10 of Pentacles energy as well. Hey, this heritage or something that you want to build that's going to be long lasting. This energy is like looking at things around you. Are you building with the right people? Are you doing the right things? Are you wasting your energy on nonsense, on arguing about stuff, on those empty victories that I was talking about, winning for the sake of winning? Are you working on letting go of the need to be right about everything? Maybe that's an issue. But this is introspection and it's like analysis, looking at how far have I come, what have I done now. And you will be put into a pause period a lot of the time. Sometimes this can really just give you a bit of stagnation, or something doesn't happen on the day that you want it to. That could be this Tuesday energy or the Thursday energy, and it's a bit frustrating. But you are making progress. You will build the nest. You just need to look at it and say, okay, what progress am I making? Do I want to use different materials? Do I need some help? You know, look at the situation and say, how can I improve this? Or is it at its peak? Am I doing this right? Do I want to continue with it the way that it is? Or do I need to change something? Could it be improved? It's like when you build a house. You get halfway with the project and maybe the materials don't arrive on time or something like that happens. And then it gives you time to stop and think and say, you know what? Now that I've thought about it, I have a different idea for the bathroom. And this is this kind of energy. And you're allowed to change your mind. You're allowed to tweak things a bit if it's going to be more fruitful or advantageous in the future. Okay. Do some investigation around what would be best. Okay. I want to see what comes up from the Gateway of Light, please. Any advice here for the week? I'm not necessarily going to match it up with others. Inner Earth, your base chakra, strength and security, laying foundations. Exactly. Okay, so your base chakra is your root chakra. It's associated with the color red, and it's our roots. Do you see how this looks like the base of a tree? This is our roots, our foundation, our heritage, inheritance, all the things that I was talking about, your family tree, where you come from. So maybe this is very much associated with a family issue, or what are you going to do with regards to your legacy? What plans are you making? Do things need to be reassessed? All right, and this is exactly it. Base chakra, your strength and security. Your root chakra is all about that. It's all about stuff. It's all the things that you care about, your relationships in your life, the money that you make. What do you spend your money on? Your physical assets, houses, cars, jobs. All of this comes up. Okay, so it says strength and security, laying foundations. I feel like Wednesday is going to be a very, very important day with regards to this. Not that any of the others aren't just as important. And I feel like maybe a sacrifice needs to be made here. So maybe we need to tell somebody that we're not exactly on board with what they want, or we would like to do things a different way or something. And maybe that can put us into that place where we are not kind of swimming with the current, but we're doing something a little bit different. Okay. But there is self-reflection here that's also necessary, and inner guidance. What do you need to do that's going to be long-term? Don't do things just for short-term gratification, like winning that fight or always needing to be right about something. Be deliberate, be meaningful, be true in the things that you're saying and the things that you want to do that are going to bring that positive long-term reward for you. That's what needs to be in the forefront of your mind. So that's going to help you navigate the week best. Is there anything else from this deck, please? I don't think so. Okay. Bottom of the deck is the Venusian Council. Again, we've had this about 3 times now. I don't remember if it's in my shorter readings that I've done or if it's the week ahead. That might have been from last week. Star being guides, answering the call, time to shine. Venusian council is Venus. It's the goddess of love. It's the heart space, following from your heart. And this was talking about family members being around us now, heritage. Don't think that just includes people on earth. Okay. Your ancestors are very much involved in anything that has to do with that, and they will be there with you. Your family tree. Okay. And that's what family means for you. It doesn't have to mean that, some people have no family. So it could be really close friends or somebody that you see as your family, or maybe you belong to a organization where you've got a lot of partners together and you guys are all very tightly knit. But this is saying that your guides are around right now to encourage you to work from your heart space. They are sending love so that there can be loving resolutions to things, so that you can make the right decisions from the heart. Beautiful. I'm sorry if you hear weird sounds in the background. There is a bit of activity in my house, but also our lovely neighbor has decided to blow the leaves off of his roof. So he's on the roof with a leaf blower. So there's your little bit of comic relief for the day. I don't know what he's trying to achieve. Maybe he's emptying the gutters. Let me not make presumptions. Okay, so now we've got healing with the angels oracle cards, and I'm just going to see what advice does Spirit have for us for the rest of the week, please. Besides, lead with your heart and know that your ancestors are around you helping to make these decisions. Remember that you can also pray. Ask them. Say, please, I need to make this decision. It's really important. Give me some guidance. What do I need to do? And they might even come through to you in dreams and stuff with the energy that we've got right now going into this full moon in Pisces, which is the dreamer. And it's also an eclipse. So don't be surprised if you have really weird, wacky dreams, and don't be surprised if you have some visitation dreams. Visitation dreams, you can literally feel and smell those people. They are tangible. It is so vivid that you should usually be able to clearly tell the difference between a visitation dream and a normal dream. Okay. What advice from Healing with the Angels for the week ahead, please? Right. Whoa. Okay. We're not going to take all of these. We're going to put them back and just see what else we can get. One at a time, please. Okay, there we go. Answered prayers. All right, so exactly what I was saying. Please put them out there. Ask ardently, ask honestly, ask sincerely for what it is that you need help with. All right? Friendship. Again, there is support around you, whether it's spiritual or physical. If it's not family related, friendship is important here. You could even maybe ask a friend for advice on what to do about a family issue. Okay, friendship's important. Catch up with your friends. I've heard that message even for myself very often in the past week or two. Anything else, please, for general guidance for this week on action? Retreat. Okay, there we go. Retreat, the moon. Maybe that's what needs to happen on Thursday. Okay, you just need to go within. You see this crow that feels a bit caged. He's not sure what to do or where to go. There's a mirror. Once he reaches that place of self-reflection, there'll be some kind of epiphany and he will be able to move forward. Retreat is so important. Go into the garden or put on your earpods with a guided meditation, whatever it is, 10 minutes of your day. Retreat. That's when most of the messages come through for you. Okay. Is that all? Any other guidance, please, from this deck? What action can we take this week that's going to be beneficial for us? No, that's it. And the bottom of the deck says meditation. Okay, that's what's going to really help you. That's how the guidance is going to come through. And we need that stillness sometimes. All right. I wish you all a wonderful week. That's it for now. And we'll chat again soon. Sending you lots of love.